if people didn't hear that segment, we jumped all over it because basically you were saying that Jeff Skinner could make more money than Mitch Marner. And we kind of went, like, basically Jeff Skinner making anywhere from $9 million plus. Like, we were just a little shocked at that. I want to know who ratted me out. How did you hear about that?
Well, somebody on Twitter who is probably listening to both stations at the same time kind of just commented about it, and that's how you guys got outed by a fan on Twitter. But funny enough, so we talk to Drags once in a while, and he was just on with us this morning as well, and he said that, and it's been speculated that the asking price right now may be about $9.5 million for Jeff Skinner. Now that's going to drop. It's not going to be the end number, but anywhere around $8.5 million may be like the price. If you look at Evander Kane, got 7 years at $7 million. I think Jeff Skinner is a better player, and he's been a perfect fit with Jack Eichel on that top line. So if you're the Sabres, maybe that's going to cost you about $8 million. So I don't know. It's not going to be Mitch Marner money, but it could be close.
Well, and I think
it won't be.
No, Craig.
No, it won't be.
Craig doesn't seem to believe it.
I'm going to be fully disagree with Bill. I know you're covering the Sabres. Jeff Skinner's had a great year. It will not be close to Marner.
But I will say this, because
good.
But you bring up a good point. Well, you're right. I mean, anytime a player comes in lower in a salary cap area, you're like, no, I'll take that. But you make
anybody that signs Jeff Skinner to a $9.5 million long-term contract is made a massive mistake.
No,
and
okay.
I like Jeff Skinner.
Yeah, okay, so let's just say, Marty, I got your back here. Don't worry.
Well, I was going to take his back too, but
he's got 14 goals in 21 games, on pace for over 50. That's 54 and 81. I knew you'd do that anyways, Andy.
I
so
knew
off
the
you
math
go.
before you knew
So
it.
let's say he gets 40 goals, Craig. Fits in beautifully with Jack Eichel. Buffalo has been desperate to try to take steps forward. Looks like they're taking steps forward. Jack Eichel has needed a guy to play with. Maybe they found a guy to play with. He had 37 goals 2 years ago?
How old is Jeff Skinner?
He's got to be 28.
Well,
okay,
so
Jeff Skinner is 26.
Anybody that signs,
26.
If anybody signs Jeff Skinner to a long-term contract,
you tell me a guy who was sixth in the goals in the league 2 years ago. He's going to get 30 plus. Perfect pair. What would you give him for Jeff Skinner for 7 years?
I'm not for 7 years.
You're not giving him a 7-year contract no matter what? A 26-year-old?
No, I'm not giving him $9 million.
I didn't ask for 9. I said, what are you going to give him?
I'd have to look at it. I just said anybody that gives him a long-term contract at $9 million is making a mistake. That's what I said.
Okay, I agree with that, but I'm putting it to you.
Okay, wait a sec. Wait,
Marty,
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I'm dealing with the one question. I haven't dealt with the
Marty,
other.
welcome to my world on this radio show. Are you still there?
I am still there, and I know, look, Craig Button, I know you love Jason Botterill, and Jason Botterill is a smart general manager, and he will do his homework before making some contract offers. And, maybe you wait until the trade deadline because they cannot sign Jeff Skinner to the 8-year max until the trade deadline because he was not on the Sabres at the last trade deadline. Mm-hmm. So maybe you wait to give him an 8-year deal so that the AAV can be lower. Maybe that's what it's going to take in the end to get Jeff Skinner with the Sabres long term.